There was a season in my life when I was adamant about being alone. I wasn't comfortable in my own skin, and I wasn't sure who I was, so I just resisted everyone around me. I successfully pushed everyone away, except for one person. Her name is Lolo. Lolo would drive up in her car and tell me to get in so that we could go and hang out together. No matter how much I protested or how annoyed I acted towards her, Lolo never gave up on me. Most of the time, we would just drive around and listen to music, talking. She would make me laugh so hard that, without noticing what was happening, I relaxed and felt free to be me around her. Just by the simple act of showing up and inviting me and persevering, Lolo started loving me back to life. I've learned so much from Lolo. I've learned that generosity takes a good amount of bravery. I can only imagine how hard it was to reach out to me because of how unpleasant I initially acted towards her. Lolo had to go out on a limb time and time again and dare to love someone that was not easy to love. It was probably super uncomfortable, but I'm so grateful that she did. Generosity can be hard for me because I don't like to be uncomfortable. And sometimes the idea of doing something generous doesn't feel good. It feels uncomfortable and it causes me to hesitate. But every time I resist, I think about Lolo and I've become willing to be brave. Even with something as simple as overcoming my insecurity and awkwardness to compliment a stranger. Because Lolo taught me that generosity compounds, how every act of generosity builds on one another. And whether we get to see the fruit of that action directly or not, small acts of generosity do build into something bigger and more beautiful than we ever could have imagined. I know this because 5 years later, who do you think it was that drove me to my wedding, singing to loud music and laughing the whole way there? But Lolo. She inspires me to not just be myself, but to be my most generous self.
Best Lent Ever is made possible by the Dynamic Catholic Ambassadors Club. Become an ambassador today.